I'm stricter when it comes to things related to school, like getting their homework done, making sure...
I just saw this Grazia interview between Rishi Sunak and his wife Akshata Murty. Talk about tone deaf, these two super rich people gushing about their overprivileged life. It was posted on Instagram and it appears I'm not the only person who found it objectionable. Every comment of the hundreds posted rips into Grazia, Sunak and Murty. First though, let's watch a bit more and then I'll read some of the comments.
They are reading, making sure that anything related to school is done well. But in everything else,
I'm stricter.
I'm relaxed.
Approximately 3 million children are living in food insecurity in this country right now. 1.5 million emergency food parcels were sent out in November 2023. Most of those, 65% parcels, were for children. We are pushing a 20% child poverty rate in the UK. And please, we will scream louder for those children who are being murdered elsewhere right now, as these two giggle and laugh with your journalists. This is so tone deaf. How are we meant to support you or feel you report genuine content with the likes of this? It's clickbait at its finest. You want us to be angry? We are. To comment more, we will, because the more this content gets spread around, the more people will read the information in those comments. Whose idea was this? We don't want to hear these pair talk about parenting struggles when the majority of parents are struggling to work because of a wage childcare fee gap. I can only feel you've got your audience wrong this time, Grazia.
Putting all their clothes away?
Yeah, good at setting their wardrobe up and tidying. I've always gotten them to set the table, clean up after meals. It's just what I did growing up, so I thought...
Yeah, make their beds.
Am I having a stroke? Or did you really just feature these two billionaires giggling like a doting mother and her favourite son answering questions about raising kids, while Palestinian children starve in the cold, undergo amputations without anaesthetic, and don't know whether bombs or expired food will fall from the sky? I'm sorry, I need to comment again. Just the awful timing aside and the fact these two are giggling about Elf on the Shelf as children starve to death in Gaza, why does he look like he's just found himself with a new wife and family he's never met?
That's your
Unlike
thing.
you.
That's your thing, yeah. So
it would be nice if they walked the dog that they want to get a bit more often, so that never seems...
Yeah, well, they do clean up after the dog.
Grazia, I'm a long-term reader and I've had the privilege to write for you a few times. Please understand how uneasy this sits with the vast majority of us. Sure, show some different opinions, but a glossy-looking interview with billionaires, of which one can take this country out of poverty, sort out the NHS and stop my fellow disabled people dying from benefit cuts, is not the one. I don't care how the Sunaks do the hoovering. I care that my friends are dying while waiting for healthcare, or that there's people in my town working 2 jobs but still not being able to afford 3 meals per day.
So look, they do a few, but they could do more.
Ugh, disgusting. Click here for more PPE scandals.